welcome to So Lovely with Grace. If you're new here, I'm Grace. If you're returning, welcome back. Today, I have so much fun in store for you in this video. I have a great pattern that I discovered, this new look tee that the model is wearing, and my two Babylon leather bags that I sewed up and I purchased. This is not a sponsored video, so I'm going to give an overview of that. And also, one thing is a product, I'm not selling it, I'm not sponsoring it, but something that's a game changer in my sewing journey, in my bag making journey. Maybe I'm late to the game, maybe you guys already have this, but to me, it changed my world and it accelerated my speed of hand sewing. So I hope you stick around for all the fun. And the first thing I want to do, as I always do, is the giveaway. And last week's pattern was this Butterick 6802 wardrobe pattern. It's rated as easy. It has a jacket, dress, and pants. It's a wardrobe pattern, sizes 14 to 22. And last week's question was, which inspires you more, patterns or fabric? And I tallied them up here. I got a lot of response. Not everyone entered the giveaway because they either had the pattern or they just said don't enter me. Maybe they had a duplicate. But I ended up with 54 for patterns, 30 for fabric, and 3 for both. Yeah, it was a tough one. People had a lot of trouble. But how would I answer this question? Well, my answer has evolved over time. When I first started sewing, and probably you have a similar story, patterns was number one that inspired me because you sewed with a purpose. Now I sew for fun, for creativity. You can call that a purpose too, but when I was learning, it was a pattern. I would go to Joann's, get the notions, get the fabric, get the thread. I didn't have like a big collection in my sewing room. I never really had a reserve of patterns or fabric. I just didn't until recently, the last 3 or 4 years, as I watched sewing YouTubers where they have these pattern hauls and fabric hauls, and then I started just buying them and then deciding what I'm going to do and match them up. But recently it's fabric. I am so in love with fabric. I can look at fabric, feel it, well, when we could at Joann's, and I'm so inspired with fabric, and then I think of a pattern. That's how my brain operates now. But initially it was the other way around, so I'm sure it's going to change again. So now, let's go to the wheel and spin for the winner of this wonderful Butterick pattern. I had a nice response. I had 78 entries, and this is Google Sheets. I import them into Wheel of Names. 78 entries. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to give it a couple of shuffles. 1, 2, now I'm going to spin. Oh, who's the winner? Okay, it's Pam Anderson, 5841. Congratulations! Congratulations, Pam Anderson, 5841. You're the lucky winner of this magnificent wardrobe pattern. Please send me your contact information to solovely.with.grace@gmail.com and I'll ship your pattern out to you as soon as possible. Please be sure to put the pattern number Butterick 6802 in the subject of the email so it doesn't get lost in spam. So I hope you all stay tuned to the end of this video where I'm going to have another pattern to give away with another fun question of the week. And now I'm going to talk about what you saw in the intro. Those 2 bags I made from Babylon Leather. There are 2 kits that I purchased. And this tee. This is a new look tee, 6405. And I made 2 of these out of fabric that I got at Hobby Lobby. So what I want to do first is go outside and model it for you. Then come in and talk about the tees. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I like to model my clothes and my bags and, bring a little lightheartedness to your weekend and inspiration. So what I'm going to do is first talk about the tee and then the bags. So this is a new look pattern 6405, and of course I made the view that she's wearing, the red with the black band. These are other views, they're wonderful, but I wanted to make this one. Now this pattern, this was a really odd just coincidence, but Carol from Sew Carol, she sewed up this tee, not in the new look pattern. She did the Lutterlow system. It's a system where you take one or two measurements. I'm not sure, I've never done it, but she's a pro and she did a phenomenal job on this tee. It's the exact same design. And I saw her video. Of course, I left her a comment, but it disappeared. Sometimes YouTube does that. I don't know if you've experienced that. But anyways, I just, I did tell her eventually I loved her tee. And then I saw this new look pattern on my feed. Sometimes in Google or you're in Etsy, because that's where I bought it, in Etsy, it came up. I was like, wow, that's the same tee that Carol made. So she inspired me to purchase this pattern. This was an Etsy purchase. I don't know if you can get this anymore. It's an older pattern. I don't even know if there's a date on here. Sometimes you can't find the date. But anyways, so that's where the idea came from. And I just was fascinated with this knit pattern. I got this fabric, this animal print with the black at Hobby Lobby when it was 40% off. Now they're 30% off every other week. So disappointing. And then the camo fabric I got at Hobby Lobby a long time ago, a few years ago. So yeah, and I decided to make this tee and I love it. Now I did the reverse, like, do you see how this is the right front for her, or is it, no, I don't know, but I did the opposite. It's just the way I cut it out. It happened to be, it wasn't planned that way. But what I'm going to do is bring you to the cutting table and show you step by step how I made this. I'm not sewing it up, but it's a short overview of the steps. It's a very simple make. Now there was a little difference in the sleeves, how they make the sleeves. Normally you have a band, an armband that goes all the way around, this black band, but in this case it ends here and then there's this fabric that you just do a narrow hem and then it starts up again. To illustrate in the instructions, the band is only going this far and then the rest is the main fabric. So it's a little different, and I followed it for this animal print. When I made the camo top, I did that the normal way. I just put in normal armbands here. I just did the knit all the way around. And either way you can do it. I just wanted to see how it would look. This seemed really odd to me, but it worked out. It was great. So let me take you to the cutting table, show you the steps on how I made this top. This is New Look 6405 knit tee. This is view E, what the model's wearing, the red and the black. And see how it sits right at her waist. It looks like low-rise jeans. I want it just an inch longer. Cover those belt loops. That's where I want it. So I'm laying out my pattern, and I already did the cut one on the fold. This is the back, and I added an inch to the hem, so that'll be perfect. And now I've got the front here, and I'm just going to add an inch all the way at the bottom here, so it's perfect for me. And I'm going to cut a size 18 due to the finished garment measurements here. 18 is 39.5. My bust is 40, and you got some negative E's. It'll fit just right. Won't be tight, but it won't be loose. So that's the plan. There's a reverse side. I'm following the layout for E. Following this layout here. And this is Hobby Lobby fabric. I got this beautiful animal print fabric at Hobby Lobby. And I think it's going to work out. And then I got the band is going to be this black That's gonna look really nice, and I got that at Hobby Lobby too, so that's the plan. Well, I guess I didn't follow the layout exactly because the model has this side going over, and then this piece is called the left front. But apparently I did the opposite, and this is the right front now, and this will be on the left, but that's fine. It's the same design, and what I need to do is to sew the side, you know, the seams here with, it says seam tape, seam binding, but I'm going to be using this clear elastic. I like to use this with knits, and I just think it works out better. So I'm going to sew these on the shoulder seams. And then after that, for step 2, I'm supposed to fold the neckband wrong sides together and press. Now this fabric is very nice. It doesn't curl. It's a knit, but it doesn't curl. It's pretty flat. It's very stretchy. But the black fabric I also got at Hobby Lobby, it curls a lot. This is really hard to work with, but I'm going to press it. I had to pin it down because it just kept curling. So I'm going to press and remove the pins, of course, as I press to get a nice, clean, flat finish here. And then for step 3, I'm going to be stitching, it says starting edge at right front. Well, it's going to be the left. And to pin the band, and then I'm going to stitch all the way around using a 3/8 inch seam allowance and stretching band to fit. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm at step 4 on the inside. So it says pin the left front yoke, which in my case is going to be the right front yoke, and match the large dots and stitch 3/8 inch seam allowance all the way around the band, and then 1/8 inch away. So here's how it's looking. It's looking good. I have the large dot here in green, matched with the large dot in here in the band. So I'm going to stitch all the way down here, all the way around. And then at step 5, I'm going to turn it right side out, and on the outside, stitch front, back, and in my case, right front yoke close to the seam. So it's a top stitching here. After I sewed the neckband in, I serged it to reinforce it all the way around. And now it says on the outside here, we're going to top stitch. I haven't decided if I want to do that. I'm going to press it out and see what I want. And then the side seams, then the sleeves, and of course with the sleeves we have the band, the black band for the sleeves. So that's what I'm going to do now. I started doing top stitching. I do not like it. I'm taking it out. I think it'll look better without it. Now I'm working on these cap sleeves with the band. So I folded the band wrong sides together, stitched it to the bottom of each sleeve, turned it and pressed it, but I also serged it. So I did it here. There's the sleeve with the band, and there's a serger stitch. And it says to top stitch, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it like that. So I repeated the steps to make this one. This is the exact same design, no changes except for the armbands. I cut a size 18 in both, and this is a jersey knit. They still have it at Hobby Lobby. I did see it there, and this is a jersey knit also. And they're both soft, very soft, and this is a great pattern. So I hope you get an opportunity to pick it up and check it out. So now I'm going to talk about the bags. Previously I made, now both of these kits I purchased, so it's not sponsored video, and I'm not going through step by step for all the bag steps here. I just wanted to show you the bags. I made this in a previous video. This is a beautiful bag. It's made of Epsom leather. It's a little harder, it's sturdy and smooth, very elegant. And this is the first one I made. It's a khaki color with a matching thread, and I like the thread. It has a little contrast. So then I liked it so much that I wanted it in black, and I did make this in black. I just completed it 2 days ago. and I wanted the matching color thread. Now, the only disappointment is this black could have been a little lighter black, or, you know, a different shade of black, because you can't even see the thread as much. There's no contrast at all. I certainly did not want white, but if it was a different shade of black, I would have been happier with it. But all in all, I still love the bag. And like I said, I made it in black, and it's going with a lot of my wardrobe. It's beautiful. These kits are absolutely wonderful. And I'm gonna give you an overview of this bag in a moment, but I wanted to talk about a product that I used that is a game changer. I have it here. It's this rechargeable 3 LED eyeglasses. I know I'm probably, you know, behind, and most of you people probably already have one of these, but to me this is a game changer. I mean, I've had ones that wrap around your head and just not comfortable. I also bought one that it was on the bridge of my nose and it kept pinching and it was painful, and you had batteries and it was heavy. This is a rechargeable. This is absolutely wonderful. You can see everything when you're sewing, hand sewing, and making these bags. Oh my God, it was absolutely fabulous. I'm going to show you what's in the box here. Here are the lenses. Look at that. And you have this light. There's a button on the side. 1, 2 for brightness. And this rotates up and down. So you're going to raise it up, lower it. And this nose bridge is comfortable. I can wear this over my glasses. I know I look like a coal miner, but I don't care what I look like. I can see. And I'm so excited because, let me tell you, this bag design at Babylon Leather, it's beautiful, but it is not fun to make. To get the needles in behind here and do this all evenly, and then the sides of the bags, to me were really tough. But I did it with the help of these glasses. And what I love about this kit, you get all these magnifications. Look at this whole box. It goes from, let's see, magnification of 0.75 to 4.0. And I used 2.0 when I was making the bags. It worked out for me. Love the lights. You got this recharge, USB recharge. You got this strap if you need it. I didn't use it. I didn't like it. But I love this. It's light. A lot of them, they have the batteries. It weighs a lot and it hurts. This is perfect. I'm thrilled with this. I just wanted to pass that along. If I find something that's exciting and useful, I want my viewers to know about it. Make their life a lot easier. So now what I'm going to do is show you a little clip of the bag. I think it's less than 5 minutes, and just give you an overview of what I went through to make it. And I would be making it again because I love this design. Here's everything that comes in this kit. We have the thread. I chose black. Some of the tools here, because I did start sewing this project already. So you have the snips, the pink binder clip, the positioning pins, and the needles. Those are just 2 needles. They give you a bag. You got the handles for the bag. This is the strap. And then we have all the pieces, the front, the back, and the sides, and the pocket. And there's an inside zip here, and I started this already. And what I did was I put the D-rings on the sides here. They're already sewn in on this side and also on this side, but I made an error. This is correct. I sewed it to the zip pocket on the proper spot where the snap is, but this one I did on the wrong end, so I have to flip it to the other side. So I have to unpick this and re-sew it in, but that's no problem. I also have the scarf they gave me, very nice. And they also threw in this free heart-shaped keychain. Does it say vegan tan leather? Not sure what that says, but it's kind of cute. It has its own thread, green thread. So that's another little gift. Of course, all my bag feet, my finger protectors, and the hardware. So I'm going to get started. Well, I actually already did start And I'm going to continue from here and I'll show you as I go along. And of course there's the pony that comes with each bag. So I'm excited about this bag. I think it's cute. Now the gold is not really gold, it's more of a brass. So I think that's great for this black bag. I think it's going to look wonderful. Well, I'm making good progress here. This is the front flap that I sewed in. Very nice stitching. And next I have to put the handles on, put them here. I got the zip pocket with the two sides with the D-rings. So this bag is coming together. That's what I love about these kits. I can make them on the lounge chair here by the pool. I got my little table with my tool kit here. I don't know if you can see it with the shade, but I finished the handles on the front of the bag, or is this the back? No, this is the back of the bag. I finished the handles here, and I'm working on the handles on the front. So I have my positioning pin holding this one down, my positioning pin holding this down, and I'm midstream here sewing in the handle by the pool. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. The bag looks done. It's not. Surprise! So I have to put in the sides, and here they are, right here, with the middle zip. So I just open this up, and I'm going to sew this in here. So that's the end of the bag. So that was just a brief overview of this wonderful bag that I highly recommend. It's probably not a beginner bag, but I'm in love with it. It's great. And you're going to see more bags, Babylon leather bags, on my channel because I'm in love. I'm sewing them up. I enjoy them. And they're great quality leather. They have tutorials. They have free worldwide shipping. You can't beat that nowadays. And I have an affiliate code. It's SewLovely10. They currently have their bag kits for 20% off on their website. And if you use my code, you help me out and you get another 10% off. And expect to receive your bag kit within 2 weeks. It's taking a while because things going through customs nowadays with, I'm assuming, the tariffs and a lot of things going on. So, but I hope you try a bag, you know. You can always contact me, send me an email if you have any questions or anything about these kits. Like I said, I would not promote or tell you guys about something that I didn't believe in and love. And this is something I love. I get a lot of emails for people that want to collab with me on products, and I'm very picky, very picky. I gotta love it myself. So enough about that. Let's talk about next week's giveaway. Now this week's pattern will be McCall's 6618 blouses, vintage blouses, very loose fitting blouses. And it says here, has shoulder pads gathered to yoke, front opening laced with cording and side seam hemline slits, very loose fitting. And it has all these designs. Look at that. Here are the line drawings. Very big and flowy, very feminine, and it's a vintage design. The sizes are 20 and 22, and let's see what fabrics it calls for. Soft cotton, cotton blends, challis, crepe de chine, chambray, taffeta, all over eyelet. Oh, wow, and there's a lot of notions here. Depending on the view, there's buttons, single fold bias tape, elastic, cording. So depending on which view you pick, look at those ladies. They look great. So that's the pattern for this week's giveaway. So what are the rules of the giveaway? Well, you need to be a resident of US or Canada because that's where I ship to. You need to be a subscriber to my channel. Please thumbs up this video and answer the question of the week. And this week's question is, are you team wovens or team knits? What do you prefer to sew? Put it in the comments. Please post your response by Monday, July 21st at midnight, and I will respond with the word entered, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Good luck! Well, I hope you found this video informative and fun, and most of all, I hope you were so inspired.